Hello. Happy Wednesday. How are you? It's great to be here. Middle of the week. What I say every week, we've made it through to Wednesday and just a couple more days, and we are headed to the weekend. And some of us have a short week this week because we have Monday off, which is awesome. Short weeks are always great. I love it. Um, so I hope you are doing well and having a great week. Tonight, I wanted to start off by letting you know about the events that I have coming up. I want to talk about that first because then I want to spend the rest of the time working on the sketch. So I have let me just change my view here because right now you can just see me. Let me change my view so you can see my table. There we go. Just have to give Facebook a minute to catch up with what I did. I really would like to be able to spotlight this for you and make it bigger for you, but it does not allow me to do this. Okay. So anyway, my calendar of events, I wanted to talk to you about what I have coming up. So first, my Friday night crops. I'm going to hold that way up here so you can see it. There are my Friday night crops. The next one is February the 10th. I'm not having, I should have had another one in January, but I will be in Minneapolis at the home office celebrating with the other 5 winners of the Dream Team. So we will not be having a Friday night crop on that night. It's the 27th. I will be out of town. So the next one will be Friday, February 10th. And lots of fun things happening on that Friday night. First of all, I'm coordinating our weekends so that we are having our virtual crop the same time as Creative Memories is having theirs. And so we make their sketches that night. And also that night, we will be opening the secret box together. So how exciting, we get to see what's in our secret boxes. And if you don't know what a secret box is, Creative Memories puts together some exclusive products. You can't get these on my website. They are only available through the secret box. And there's always a paper pack and a sticker and and some other coordinating pieces. So maybe a variety map pack, or maybe some stickers, or maybe some laser cut embellishments, or some die cuts. It's always a collection, and then always punch. So I have never been disappointed. I have found that all of the collections that have been in the secret box, I can use for many different layouts. So I have never been disappointed. So join us that Friday, February 10th. Get your secret box first, and then join us February 10th, and we will open them together, and then we will have our Friday night virtual crop. So lots of fun that Friday night. Okay. Scrappy Thursdays. If you have not heard of our Scrappy Thursdays, so this is an event that I do with my partner, Elisa. Her and I, we're doing it a little differently this year. So Scrappy Thursdays are twice a month, the second and the fourth Thursday of the month. So the next one is on the 26th of January. Okay. Next week. And on the first, couple weeks ago, the second Thursday of the month, we demonstrated a beginner layout, and we always give you a challenge what the layout should include. And so this month it's circles. That is the challenge. Make a layout using circles and post it to our Let's Get Scrappy With It Facebook page. And you have to use the hashtag Scrappy Thursdays. Post a picture and you will be in the running for a $50 Creative Memories shopping spree. You'll get a $50 credit. So join us next Thursday, the 26th, and we will be demonstrating a little bit more detail, more elements on the page, a little bit more than what we do on the second Thursday. Second Thursday is a very basic page, a beginner's page, an easy page, a quick page. So it is for any type of scrapbooker, whether you're a new scrapbooker or a seasoned scrapbooker. Anybody can make the page, and it's a cute page that you'll like. So we try and do a simpler page the first Thursday, that's the second Thursday of the month, and the fourth Thursday we do a more detailed page, more elements on the page. So join us next Thursday, and the challenge is circles still for this month. So her and I will each demonstrate a 2-page layout using circles, and then you can make your page and post it to our Let's Get Scrappy with It Facebook group. So lots of fun. All right, so that's the 26th. March 30th, don't forget, you got a couple months, but I am accepting registrations for my March 30th scrapbooking weekend. It's going to fill up fast. I've had a lot of ladies who have talked to me about that. So get your money in. If you are local to me, it's in Palestine, Ohio, which is close to Greenville, Ohio. All right, next week, at the beginning of the week, I have a beginner's class. And we are going to talk about how do we get started scrapbooking. And I would love for all of you beginners out there to join us. And I would love for all of you seasoned scrapbookers out there to join us, because it's an open discussion, and we are going to talk about how do we get started. And I want your input. I want to know how you got started. So join me on Monday, the 23rd. And we're going to talk beginner's scrapbooking. And it'll be about an hour. It starts at 7 p.m. Eastern, but we'll talk. The minimum amount of time will be an hour. It may be longer. It depends on how many questions we have, how much conversation we have, all of that stuff. So it's an open discussion and an open class for us to learn how to scrapbook and to teach our friends. So if you have a friend who has said, oh, well, scrapbooking takes so much time, and I'm not creative, get them in this class, because we can help them get started, and we can help them get their pictures off their phone and into a scrapbook where they can enjoy them. All right. So that is it's Monday and Tuesday, because Monday, the 23rd, is class number 1. And then the class number 2 is the 24th. I am offering this class every month except March. So I'm offering it January, February, April, and May. So if you miss one of the two, class 1 or class 2, you can always jump in on one of the other classes. So I can't wait. I'm so excited to talk with you about how to get started. All right. That's Monday and Tuesday, 7 p.m. on my Zoom. And those events are in my Pam's Scrapbooks Facebook page. So you can go to the link, register for the class, and you will be emailed the Zoom meeting link to join. And it's going to be a different one. It won't be the same one for Monday and Tuesday night. You need to register for both classes. All right. I hope I've explained that well. And I will put a post out on my Pam Scrapbooks page to give you all the details. All right. Don't forget, the Serenity collection launched on Monday. Gorgeous collection. It is just such a tranquil, it's very soothing kind of collection. I love it. And it will go great with so many different things. So remember, the Buy It All bundle for the collection is now available for the Serenity collection. And you get it 10% off. And it includes the paper packs, the stickers, the laser cut borders, and 2 punches. Yes, 2 punches. a standalone punch, and a border maker cartridge. So get out there and get that buy it all bundle so that you can get it 10% off. Okay, that's it. I already talked about the secret box. I talked about my classes. Those are all of my events that I have coming up. I have most of them out on my Facebook page, so you should be able to see them out there as well. You can always send me an email or a message on Facebook and ask me, what was that event you were talking about? I want to go. All right. So now I'm going to jump in here to my sketch. Give me just a sec. I forgot to expand my page. Hey, Vicki. Yes, I am going to be a little busy next week. You're right. I just kind of put all that together that I've got my 2 classes, my Scrappy Thursday, and I'm going out of town. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah. Hey, Beth. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Nice to see you again. All right. All right. So last weekend was my Friday night crop for January, and it was also the Creative Memories virtual crop. And I love the new format that they're doing with their virtual crop. Join their Creative Memories virtual crop group on Facebook, and you'll get all of the information about their upcoming crops. They have them all listed out at the top, all the dates, so you can mark your calendars. And like I said, my Friday night crops are going to be the same weekend. So that means you'll be all set to join my Friday night crop, and we'll make these sketches together. So that's what we did this last Friday, is we made these sketches. And what they're doing is they're putting out all 4 sketches for their virtual crop. They are posting those out in their group around 5 o'clock Central, I believe. And there's only four for the virtual crop. And they're posting a PDF of all of the sketches, and that includes, now they've added the measurements to the sketches. Thank you, Creative Memories. It's so great to have measurements on the sketches. We could kind of figure out the measurements and guess and that way, but this way we just know what the measurements are. So this is sketch number 1, and look at that, Creative Memories is doing circles too, just like our Scrappy Thursdays. So here is sketch number 1, and here is my page that I made for sketch number 1. And when you're using a sketch, I haven't put my title up here yet. That's the only thing that I have missing, and my journaling. But when you're using a sketch, just know that you can interpret it however you want. So they put the elements on the page, and then you decide what that element is going to be. And what I mean is, these circles, I punched them out with my circle cutter. But if you had a piece of paper that had some kind of design going down the side right here, that would be just fine too. It doesn't have to be exactly the same things as what's in the sketch. Just know that there is some kind of design over here on the right. You're going to have your pictures over here on the left, and one over here slanted in the middle. So just use it as a guide for your page. So this is my sketch number 1. And I used the Tropic Time collection. It's gorgeous. I love it. And this is the theme of my pictures is a day at the pool. So Tropic Time can definitely be used for lots of good summer themes. I could see it used for kid themes. And obviously, if you go to Hawaii, this is the best collection. Okay, so then here is sketch number 2 that we did. And you can see it's got strips of paper at the bottom, and they give you the measurements of those. And that's got some kind of border or some kind of design across the top. And then your 3 pictures are going to be in the middle. The title is above them. Now, you can still get this PDF. I forgot to say that. It's out on the blog. So if you go out to my Creative Memories website and click the blog link in the upper right of the menu that goes across the top, it's on the right side. It says blog. Click that and just scroll down a little bit. The virtual crop sketches are out there. So you can still go grab these and make them. Okay, so that is my sketch number 2. which I really love using strips of paper like this. It just really brings in a lot of design into your layout. I just love the way that that looks. And, you know, with our paper being double-sided, you can cut out two from the same, and then you have two different designs. Just flip the one over on the other side. So I love strips of paper. We've done a couple of those, I think, in our Wednesdays. And I also have a couple of those out on my YouTube channel as well. Okay. So I think we're doing okay here. And then this is sketch number 3, which again, Creative Memories is using a circle. They're just like us on Scrappy Thursdays. Our theme, our challenge this month is circles. I love this one because they used the big cutting circle from the custom cutting system, and they laid it across the two sides of your layout, and then you just trim it. See, this part of the circle is on the left side. Most of the circle's on the left side of the layout, and the other part, a little part of it, is on the right. Love how when you overlap like that across your two pages, it just really brings your eye, it gives you a nice visual for your eye to go all the way around from left to right on your pages. I love that. And again, I'm using Tropic Time and these embellishments that they have that have the shiny coating on them. Oh, they're so cute. There you can see the shiny. I love that. Okay, so that was layout number 3. And these are just strips of paper laid across here. Very fun. I had a good time with that one. So I thought tonight we could go ahead. I did get to sketch number 4 on Friday, so let's see what we can get done with that one tonight, okay? I am going to use the Totally Tonal collection. I haven't used it yet much. I know we looked at it last Wednesday, but I wanted to just grab it and check it out, because this the green and the blue are coordinating paper packs with the Tropic Time that I used. So if I'm using these in my cruise album, for example, these Tropic Time layouts, I can also use the ones that I make with the blue and the purple, really all 3 of these. I just think all 3 of these. I mean, this one's called Island Waters, so of course it's going to coordinate with Tropic Time. But I just think all 3 of those are beautiful and will look great in my cruise album. So it makes it so easy, because then I can just grab my Tropic Time stickers and embellishments and coordinate them with this Totally Tonal. I love that. I love it. All right, so let's get started and let's take a look at this sketch. Now, I have to tell you, I have not really looked at this sketch very much. So we are making this together for sure. Okay, so lots of pictures on this in this layout. Lots of 4x6 you get. Look at, you've got 7 pictures that you can get in this layout. I love that. And if you are somebody that wants even more pictures, you know, make your title a little smaller, put it up here in the corner. You know, you can definitely adjust what's in these sketches to fit your style. Okay, so let's just start with the left side, and maybe we'll get that done tonight. And then we've got this cute big banner over here on the left. I love that. That's so cute. All right, so we have a background. We have this banner going across both. We have another piece of paper here that's 5x5, and the banner is, it's very faint, 12x5. Let me hold it way up here. There you go. Okay, that's a pretty easy layout, I think. I'm going to start with the Island Waters, I think, is what I'm going to use tonight, because like I said, these are going to be great for my cruise album. I'm going on a cruise in February, so I think these will look great. Hey, everybody online. Oh, let me just pause. I think I have some more people, and I just want to check in with you. Hey, okay, say hey, Beth and Vicky. My Fridays are bananas. It didn't pop up to tell me it was time, and I got busy. Oh man. Oh, thanks, ladies. Hey, Can you guys just let me know? Can you can see my layout on my table, right? You can see my, I mean, I should say you can see my table view. I just want to make sure I'm not messing up like I did a couple weeks ago and you can only see me. Can you see my table as well? Just let me know. Just send me a little message there and let me know. Yes, I can see your table, Pam. That would be great. Okay, so Totally Tonal Island Waters. So we need two. We need to select our background paper. Let's do that. What should we have as our background paper? Look at these great patterns on these papers. Ooh, I like that one. That one's standing out to me. Let's see, what else do we have? We've got stars. Oh, that's so cute. And remember, this is our layout. So we're going to have a couple small pieces of paper covering up a little bit of this, but we'll, um, okay, so we want to think about, oh, I do like the stars and I like the dots. We want to think about what three papers here we like together. The stars are the one that I punched, but I'm sure I can figure something out there if I use this one. All right, let's use these as our background. And this has like a burst is what it looks like to me. Almost like a fireworks type of uh, design. I love it. Okay, so I like that one. I like the stars. Let's start with those and see where that leads us. All right, and like I said, I'm going to start with the left side tonight, and we'll see what we get done. All right, I love it. So great having um, time to dedicated time to work on our scrapbooks. All right, so I'm going to grab, let's see, hold on. I do have, let's use the sampler pack of cardstock. Now this was a special that you could get for free, the cardstock, if you bought the all of the pieces. So I'm going to use this color for my photo mats. Grab my trimmer and my photo mats. I need 2 4x6s and 1 4x4. All right, let's do it. Now I like to do mine. I like to do mine 4 1/4 by 6 1/4 because that way I can, if I have a full 4x6 that I don't want to trim, I can fit it on there. So I'm going to do 6 1/4. See, I'm already starting to change it up. I have to warn you. That's what I do. I change it. Okay, so I'm going to do 6 1/4. That way you can see a little bit of the photo mat around the edge of your picture. I like that. Okay, so here is 1. And here is 2. All right. And then we need a 4x4. Let's see, is this one 4? No. So let's see. We're going to do 1 4x4. So again, I am going to increase that a little bit to 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. Again, just so I have that little edge around my picture. I like that. That gives it a nice little outline, makes it stand out more. So 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. We're making that one square. Okay. There we go with our photo mats. Okay. And so now we need this big banner right here. And that banner measures 12 by 5. And I think I want to do that in the star paper. So where is my star paper? Here we go. Let's do this. All right. So we're going to do this one 12 by 5. So here's my 5. Okay. So now we just need to make that banner effect on the end of it. Right? This is going to lay down here. Good. And then we're going to have, and depending on your pictures, you can modify this. They have both of their pictures in the portrait way. But if you have a landscape picture, you can modify. You could lay it like this, and just move this down and put your 4x4 above here. That's perfectly fine. You want to use your pictures that you have. So there we go. That's what we want to do. And to cut this banner, then I am just going to hold my paper like this, grab my scissors, and I'm going to make a cut from the corner here, from the point inward, so that my banner is going like this, right? We want to have like that tail looking thing. So just hold it together. And the reason you fold it is that so your sides are even. It's a great trick that I learned from my friend Leslie. There you go. Love it. And you still have this little piece, and that's a great little triangle for something else. You can't get rid of those scraps. For sure, you can't get rid of those scraps. All right. I am gonna grab my photo tape. I love this tape for bigger pieces. I just love that it keeps it a nice solid piece of adhesive all the way down the edge so that it lays nice and flat. A little bit here should do it. Okay, so we're going to lay that guy here. And let's just take a look. I mean, their banner is, that's probably what, an inch or two from the bottom. Just, it's just a good guess of where you want that. And then, also lay your photo mats down and see how those lay. And there we go. I think that's pretty good where we want our banner. So we'll put that right there. And then you just take the paper off the two-sided adhesive. I like to lay mine, I turn my paper. I like to turn it so that when I'm laying it down, first of all, let me get my stuff out of my way. I like to use my 13-inch mat because that way I can get it straight. So lay your paper in your 13-inch mat. Let me move this over here just a smidge so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. Okay, get it lined up here in your square. And then use the grid lines. Let me hold this up so you can see. Use the grid lines here on each end. So here's my 1-inch mark. Okay, here's my 1 inch. Here's 1.5, here's 2. And then I come up here, here's my 1 inch, here's 1.5, here's 2. So that way, when you're laying it down, and it is a 12-inch piece, you can get it lined up nicely. And then if you wanted, you could put a little bit of repositionable on the back of this paper so that it stays still on your 13-inch mat. Another little trick that you can do to get your piece straight. All right, because with this photo tape, it is very sticky. It grips very well. You can pull it up, but it's probably going to pull up a little bit of the color off your paper and maybe part of the paper. So we just want to be careful. So that's why I only take one piece of the paper off the adhesive, be one at a time. And I'm going to line up here. I think we said what, about an inch, inch and a half, about right here. So there's my 1.5 inch mark. And then I just want to make sure that my paper is going across and lined up with my edge of my paper all the way across here. Just like that. And then 1.5 inches on the other side. It's right there. So we're good. There we go. So now you've done your best to get it straight on your paper. All right, and then we just can peel off that other piece over there. And then we had that one little piece down here. There we go. Now, if you find that the little points are sticking up and that just is something that I like to make sure is sticking down on my paper, and my adhesive is hiding under my, so I'll just zip some little repositionable on the edge of that so that my points will lay down. All right. Very cute. All right, where are my photo mats? Here they are. So we have two 4 1/4 by 6 1/4, all ready for my 4 by 6 pictures, and my 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 square. Then I'm going to put a title up here, and that is going to, oh no, I'm sorry. I need my 5 by 5 piece behind this because it's going to expand. That piece is going to expand across both sides. I just love that effect. I just think that looks cool. So let's see, what should we use for our third design on our page? I need a 5 by 5 square. What looks good with the stars and the bursts? Let's see what we have. She's got some little squares. She's got some little curves. I'm kind of looking at this white dot, or we could do another star. I'm going to put that aside because that one's kind of looks like one that might look good. This one might look good too. In fact, I do like that because that brings more of the dark one out. I think I'm going to use that one. All right, there we go. So easy to coordinate when every paper in the pack is the same color and theme. I'll land on something now. Here we go. My arm is sticking. Okay, so I need a 5 by 5 square. So here we go. We're going to cut 5 by 5. We'll check my, 5 by 5, and that square is going to go behind our 4 by 4 here. Okay. So we're going to put this little guy right here. And then this little guy is going to go on the top of it. Yeah, I think that's a good choice. I like that design with these. You could use the photo tape here again, but I think I'm going to use my adhesive if I can find it. It's hiding under everything. There we go. And it's just going to line up. It's right up next to the banner. They are right next to each other, if you can see that white. So in the sketches, they use different shadings of gray to show you which different colors. So you can see this, the background's one shade, the banner's another shade, the mats are a darker shade, and then that 5 by 5 is white. So that's how you know that you should use a different color or a different designer paper for it. So there we go. And we're going to put this right up against it and right on the edge. Yep, because it's going to expand across. And again, I want to turn this around. It just is easier for me to have it, have the edge of my paper in front of me when I'm trying to line up edge to edge like this. Okay. There we go. And if anything sticks up, and you don't like it, just turn your repositionable over and give it a swipe underneath there. And like this corner is sticking up a little bit. So I just give a little swipe and there we go. All right. So then we're going to have our pictures down. Let's get those mats down. I don't think there's anything else that needs to go underneath them. We are good. Oh, That's right. A little dot in each corner and one in the middle for good luck. All right. And then we can just line them up close to what they have. Looks like this one's kind of overlapping this up here, this little 5x5 piece. And again, you can use your 13 by 13 mat. And here, a way to do it is to grab your zero centering ruler and lay it down where you want your mat to be. And again, use your lines at the bottom and at the top. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So right here should be straight. Just if you want to try and get it lined up straight. I know sometimes when I look at it, it looks straight to me, and then the next day I look at it and it looks totally crooked. So, and then this one, I'm just going to use the one that I've already laid down as my guide and just eyeball it. And make sure I have left enough room up here. Yes. Okay. So I think we're good with our position of our photo mats. There we go. And there we go with this one right here. Our happy little photo mat. There we go. So now I'm going to take my coordinating sticker pack and decide, we have our title here, like some smaller lettering up here, and then some bigger lettering. And then we've got some embellishments. And again, they put flowers as kind of placeholders. So you want to do a little cluster here of something. Doesn't have to be flowers, little cluster here. And this is actually the one we're making. I was just using this one above it as an example. So on the one that we're making, you want some kind of die cut or decoration here by the title, and then another one here and another one here. And you're always going to see, that when you're laying down embellishments, you always want to try and do that triangle, that rule about a triangle, where you have a triangle of objects, because that is how our eyes move across both pages. Those clusters guide our eyes across both of our pages. So just keep that in mind. Now I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, and then I'm going to start on the other side. I'll post this out on my page so you can see the finished pages. And don't forget, over here, there's some journaling. I would love to see how you interpret this. Grab your stash and make this 2-page layout, post it out on my page, and let us know your thought about making it and what your theme is. And we would just love to see what you create. All right, guys, it's been so much fun. Yes, I do like the back side of the banner as well, Vicki. Okay, it's been a fun evening. Thank you so much for joining me again. Just a heads up, like I said, next week is a busy week. I have my beginner class Monday and Tuesday. Please join me for that. We're going to have a great conversation. You're going to learn so much about how to organize, how to get your pictures ready, all of that. So join me Monday and Tuesday. And then Wednesday, I am going to be traveling next week on my way to home office. So we'll probably have a little special Wednesday night live here on my page. So watch for that. All right. You guys have a great rest of your week. I just love hanging out with you on Wednesday nights. It's so much fun. And I hope this is some inspiration and motivation for you to get out there and work on your pages. And be sure and post them when you do.